A 20-foot shark left wildlife spotters speechless after it swam past them off the coast of Cornwall in an incredibly early sighting. The huge, female basking shark floated past the Alaska Wildlife Cruises boat as it was feeding in Falmouth Bay on Saturday.It was the first sighting of a basking shark in the area this year, as they usually migrate back to UK waters from May. But Captain Keith Leeves of Alaska Wildlife Cruises, who spotted the shark, was not surprised by its appearance due to water temperature being as high as 54 F-12C. I was utterly convinced with all the recent signs there was every possibility there could well be some basking sharks lurking below, he told Cornwall Live. This is very early, but the signs were there and sea temperatures are most certainly up. I would go so far as to say it's positively hot, in fact, for the time of year. So it's all fingers and toes crossed this is a sign for more and more basking sharks returning once again to feed throughout the rich and sheltered waters of Falmouth Bay. Basking sharks are the second largest fish alive after whale sharks. They have long gills which almost go completely around their heads. The maximum size of the sharks is around 10 meters, but there have been unconfirmed reports of larger. It is unknown how long they live for, but scientists are trying to learn this by counting the number of vertebral spines in a similar way to how a tree's age is found out and comparing it to other animals whose age is known. Basking sharks eat plankton and are one of the few sharks that do so. They feed mainly on zooplankton, swimming slowly just beneath the surface with their mouths open in a terrifyingly wide gape to filter the tiny organisms from seawater. They prefer to live in cooler waters, along coastlines and in open water, and can be found across the world. Northern Hemisphere countries basking sharks can be found near include China, Korea and around Japan, on the east coast of the US, around Great Britain, Norway and in the Mediterranean. Southern Hemisphere countries they live near are Southern Australia, South America and off the tip of South Africa. These giants are relatively harmless to humans. According to the NOAA, they are considered passive and no danger to humans other than that posed by their large size and rough skin. While they might be intimidating to look at, basking sharks are well known to be gentle giants that spend much of their time sluggishly scouring the ocean for small prey. File photo he added to the BBC. This is an incredibly early sighting, and it's always exciting to see them. They only come up when the plankton comes up, and having that still, lovely warm settled period, bless your heart, there was one on the surface. Captain Keith's spot was not the earliest sighting of a basking shark in UK waters. On March 24, 2011, one of the creatures was seen off the coast of Newlyn, also Cornwall, which was believed to have been attracted by a 50-mile-long algal bloom. Conservation manager for Cornwall Wildlife Trust's Marine Strandings Network, Ruth Williams, said basking sharks have been seen less often in recent years. She said, "We've had a few really bad years in terms of sightings, although because basking sharks are a fish, they don't have to come up to the surface. It may be they're still there feeding, but we're just not seeing them."